Hi there, Robin here from Expert Island, and today we're talking about this guy right here, the actual Marantz Professional MPM-2000. That's what we have hooked up to the actual camera, and that's what you're listening to right now. It's all about how it sounds and how it works and all the great little features that you're going to get when you have a condenser style microphone. Now, people call it a studio microphone, call it all kinds of different ways, but at the end of the day, it's a microphone for doing exactly what we're doing here right now, which is talking straight into the microphone. So if we need to have a little whisper voice, and we're trying to be that way about it, well, there you go. Nice and soft, easy listening, that sort of thing. It's great for picking up all kinds of sounds, great for not picking up all kinds of sounds. Now, one of the things really important about having a microphone like this is to basically be able to get rid of the background. So I'm going to be quiet for a second. What you're looking for is the low humming noise. Now, these are noises that normally are everywhere. Everywhere you look, they're the background noise. The problem is that we naturally zone that out. We don't listen to that. It's not important, so we don't listen to what it sounds like. But a microphone doesn't have that ability. It just picks up everything. So right now, just to do a rundown of what we have hooked up, I've got an Alesis Multi-Mix 8 mixer hooked up in front of me. I've got spec sheets here as well. I've got a set of Shure headphones. And again, we've got the H04 boom arm from Pyle and the MPM-2000. Now, that all hooks up to our camera via another piece of hardware that I've put there, and that is the, if I remember properly, it's called the Marantz Professional MPM-602A. Really great if you're looking for an audio interface for your DSLR camera. Now, I've got the Alesis mixer. Yes, I do have it set with a tiny little Hall effect on it with a little bit of gain, just 25%, just to make it sound a little bit nicer. Now, you can play around with that. The most important thing, though, is to get back to what we're talking about, and that's background noise. So, back to that conversation. If you have a mixer that has a button on it, and it's called a low cut, usually it's at 80 hertz, and it'll get rid of all that background humming sound. So, if you want to improve the sound of your microphone, because some people say, oh, my microphone picks up too much, or, I get a hum sound, or I hear this low rumbling sound. If you hit that button, I'll do it right now, so I'll stop talking. You'll probably hear the air conditioner. You may even hear a transformer in the background in our stock room, which is a whole 60 feet away. But I'll be quiet now. So if you've heard it, great. If you didn't, well, turn up your your speakers up a little bit. So now I'll actually turn it on after the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now it's on. And I'm going to turn it off. Now we have the full frequency. So that's the difference between having it on and off. Now, that's a great feature to have on your mixer. It's not part of the microphone, but again, the microphone's only one part of the whole assembly. Now, people ask, well, then what's the MPM-2000 great for? Well, it's great for talk. It's great for virtually everything. So there's all kinds of crazy fun things that are going on YouTube right now that are getting a lot of traffic, and it always has to revolve around having a really nice microphone. Now, if you're looking for a microphone that's going to pick up at full range, this is definitely going to do the job. If I look at the spec sheets, you've got frequency response of 20 to 20,000 hertz. So that pretty much covers the whole gamut of what it's going to listen to. You can yell into this microphone, which I won't do. You can also talk very softly, so I'm whispering now into the microphone. No issues there either. And you can just talk overall softly, so you don't really have to push it very hard and have a good, easy time with it. Now, does come with a little pop filter, which allows me to still see the microphone, and I'm assuming it does something practical. It looks really cool. It's got their name on it. It's clear, it's transparent. It's got a huge, great design looking basket. Now, of course, I've got this microphone hanging downwards. You can easily set it up on a tabletop or anything else facing upwards, even on a boom arm like how I have it facing the other way. If you're going to do this standing up, right now I'm doing this sitting down because I'm talking. If I was probably singing, I'd probably be standing up. So there we go. Again, you can look at all the specs that are all for this microphone, all listed down below. I would also have a couple of links maybe to some of our mixers that I think works really well. The mixer that I have right now can plug either straight into the camera via the audio interface, or The Multimix 8 from Elise's is really good because it also has USB. So if you're just going to be recording this straight onto your computer, then that's a great way to do it. You can take the audio from the mixer straight to there. Now remember, everything we've been talking about mixer-wise, it's a separate piece, but I mean, two peas in a pod, really. I mean, you need to have that microphone, you need to have a mixer, you need to have something to control your sound. You can buy a straight plug-in one, that's okay to start, but if you're looking for something better than a regular microphone and better than a regular setup, this is definitely the way to go. Again, comes in a great case. That's the box it comes in. So if you do carry it around, when you receive it, when you buy it, you're going to get it in a beautiful case, which is in a great box. All the information's on the actual sheet that it comes with. Now, some of the highlights, just to make sure we cover it. You've got a Cardioid that's built for mostly all the front, so just takes from 90% and brings everything else up front, so we get just a little bit behind, and most of it's all going to be traveling around the front side. So that's pretty much all the most important things. Sensitivity and all that, it runs on 48 volts, of course. It's a condenser microphone. Again, you're going to want to have a mixing board, or you're going to want to have a 48 volt phantom power injection system. That's a little box that connects in between your microphone and whatever you're plugging it into. But I guess we'll leave it at that. I mean, there's lots of people that talk about microphones. I just think that, you know, in the price point that it's at, it's an amazing piece of hardware. It's great. It looks really good. It does an incredible job, and it's well worth the money from like the $50 or $100 range to get yourself a little bit more into something like this. All right. Well, again, it's Robin from Expert Island, and we've been talking about the MPM-2000. If you got any questions, leave them down below. Comments, leave them down below. Subscribe, please. We always like having new subscribers. And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.